One of the key effects that we saw was a multiplier about relationships, and at the heart of that is really the spirit of collaboration. And the high-performing relationships are those where service provider and client really do work together in a hugely collaborative fashion. And we saw a quite marked difference between the high performers and the typical performers in a couple of different areas in particular. One of those areas was in the ability to change objectives as they evolved through the relationship, and that collaboration just made that a lot easier. A great example is our relationship with a global energy company. We've had this relationship for more than 20 years, and over that period of time, we have chosen jointly from time to time to change the objectives of our relationship and to change those objectives to match the circumstances dictated by the economic cycle and the objectives of the client company at the time. And through that relationship, we have constantly risen strategic value. And in fact, most recently, we've just helped them implement a significant change to the way they operate back office processes across the entire company. Having great leadership from both service provider and client really leads to the multiplier effect that we saw coming out of the 2015 results. Where we saw senior leaders having truly shared objectives, there was a huge difference. 78% of high performers had that, whereas only 20% of the typical performers had those shared objectives. Having corporate strategy directly involved in the relationship was also remarkably different. 51% of high performers and only 34% of the typical performers. So a real-life example of high-performance BPO is in our relationship with a multinational computer software company. We've had a relationship for a number of years. It spans both the surveys, and they exhibit all the behavior types that we'd expect of a high performer. But the one I'd really draw out is the leadership multiplier. The fact that they have a shared objective right to the senior levels with us really influences and directs day-to-day life and makes the relationship grow from strength to strength.